During his time at New Mexico, Alex Kirk was one of the top players in the Mountain West, earning all defensive team honors twice. Hi, I'm Jesse Kurtz of the Mountain West Network. Alex Kirk is now enjoying a very successful career in Japan. For more on that, we bring in the former Lobo, who is back in the United States, at least for a bit. Alex, great to see you. How are you, my friend?
Doing really good. How you guys doing?
We're great. I appreciate you jumping on with us. Let's talk about what you've been up to. Since 2017, you've been playing in Japan for Alvar Tokyo. That's one of the best teams in Japan's top basketball league. And you, like many athletes around the country, had your season cut short because of the pandemic. What was it like for you riding out the pandemic in a foreign country, and what kept you busy?
I mean, it was extremely tough, to be honest with you. Just a lot of ups and downs, Obviously, the league was definitely following the Olympics, the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. And, they were kind of going off of them. And it just made it really difficult to, what we were going to do. We paused for 2 weeks, then we had 2 games. Then we paused for 2 weeks, and then we got back to practice, and everything looked good. And then the Olympics got cut. Or got postponed, and then our season got cut. So it was just a lot of ups and downs. Our coaches kept us well practiced and kept us in a lot of good condition. But honestly, it was really difficult. It was a roller coaster.
Well, you've had a great run so far with Alvar Tokyo, one of the top players in the league, averaging nearly a double-double with 18.2 points and 9.9 rebounds per game. What has it been like for you playing basketball in Japan as one of the bona fide superstars overseas?
Yeah, I mean, obviously on my team, I'm probably, I have some of the better stats, but playing with, I think I have 3 or 4 national team members on my team who went to the World Cup this past summer, or last summer, and are going to be on Team Japan going to the Olympics next year. So, obviously, with all that, there's a bit of pressure, but I mean, I think we've really had a really good run with it. We have a great coach who actually played at Utah, and he's definitely brought the Serbian culture a little bit and adapted it with all the Japanese culture. And we really do have a good thing going.
And speaking of that culture, you've really integrated yourself into the Japanese culture, even studying Japanese. How's that going for you?
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. I have a really, really good teacher. I'm also talking to someone who is a little bit close to the team and works for Adidas, and they've been really, really helpful with just having lessons, a few nights a week each. And I'm making progress. Probably not as much progress as I should be, but I'm giving it all the effort I can.
What an incredible life experience you have right now. You've gotten to play in Turkey, in China, and Japan. What has it been like for you to live life and play basketball abroad?
I mean, if you think about it, I come from a really small town in northern New Mexico, Los Alamos, and just the crazy dream of playing high school ball, and even I had opportunities to leave New Mexico, but I stayed home and played for the Lobos. And just to think, at one point I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to leave the United States, to now I've played in and I had games in probably at least 20 or 30 different countries, and got to visit a few other countries along the way. It's just been amazing. I mean, started out in Cleveland that first year. That was obviously an amazing experience, and then went to Italy, into a small city in Tuscany, and had a lot of success there. But yeah, I mean, and playing in the EuroLeague in Turkey was probably the most fun. And now I think I've really found a second home in Japan, and just gonna keep it going.
The gyms are starting to slowly open across the United States. What are you doing to get back into basketball shape so when the time comes and you can get back out on the court in Japan, you'll be ready?
Yeah, I mean, just the common thing, just like as you get a little bit older in age, you gotta respect your body. I mean, we play 70 plus games in Japan, plus we'll have a couple Asian competitions, hopefully in the preseason if they actually do happen. But yeah, so I mean, you got to listen to your body, and obviously you're just trying to improve on those little things every summer. But, this summer is no different. It's just going to try to work as hard as I possibly can, listen to my body, and, hopefully become a better player. And I think I've done that, the last 6 or 7 years.
You spoke of this briefly before, but before you took your talents overseas, you did play with the Cleveland Cavaliers and had an opportunity to play with LeBron James. What are some of the things that you learned from a guy who was widely considered one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my time there was short. Obviously, I mean, everybody wants to, play with LeBron for as long as possible. But yeah, I mean, it was an incredible thing. You do see the work ethic. You do see like the professionalism. I mean, you see, he has a crew of guys around him constantly, just like, one guy's like stretching him, one guy's, his weight guy, one guy's making him food, So, I mean, it is a team effort with somebody like that. And I know we all wish we could have those resources, but, yeah, I mean, there was a number of guys, there was a number of guys who were my age that, I gotta play with against in high school, played against in college, and, just to build those relationships. I mean, it was just something that, I really do hold true to my heart, and hopefully I can keep those relationships going throughout my career.
I'd like to go back to your playing days at the University of New Mexico. That was a special time. You were a part of one of the greatest runs in program history, winning 3 straight Mountain West tournaments. As a New Mexico native, as a guy who grew up in that state, to have that success and to really elevate Lobo basketball the way that you guys did, how much fun was that for you?
I mean, it truly was. It was amazing, and I mean, obviously, you cherish those relationships that you made. We talked a little bit how I just had been talking to Cam Barstow and Hugh Greenwood, but yeah, just being home. I mean, I feel like there is that little bit more pressure that you want to make the people that supported you, proud of you too, and you want to make them happy. And obviously, we had a lot of ups and downs like any team does. We didn't win the national championship every year, which I think a lot of New Mexicans expected. But I mean, it was really fun, and yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed those times, and yeah, definitely, wouldn't change a thing.
Well, you are very much still involved in the New Mexican community, giving back. You started your foundation, the Alex Kirk Foundation. What's the focus of the organization, and how satisfying has it been for you to give back to that community that celebrated you so much?
Yeah, so I mean, growing up, it's difficult. Obviously, coming from Los Alamos, it's a bit of a wealthier community, but the surrounding communities is just something I really wanted to focus on, because a lot of those were the communities that supported me as a Lobo. For example, Milwaukee, Espanola, Taos. I mean, obviously I played against them. Those were our rival high schools growing up, but they were the fans that were stopping me at at Walmart, or when I was going out to eat in Albuquerque, and were like, yeah, we wanted you to lose in high school, but we're all about you now that you're a Lobo, and they say that to this day. I mean, I still get messages over social media from them, and yeah, those are the communities I want to support. They're there, and of course I want to support Los Alamos too, but yeah, just to help kids have success, and just kind of push it forward.
Finally, and probably most importantly, you're engaged. Big life moment for you. Your fiance, Rachel Adams, is a USA volleyball player. So I got to know, how did you guys meet, and what are the wedding plans?
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty exciting. Obviously, I can't compete with her resume. Two-time All-American in Texas, and a bronze medalist, and I'm expecting a medal in Tokyo next summer. So, but yeah, it was a big moment. We met in Istanbul while I was playing for Anadolu Efes in the EuroLeague, and she was playing for Ezekabashi in the Champions League. So we were both in Turkey at the time, and obviously had some support from some other teammates who had some other connections. But yeah, so, and to go on about the wedding plans, yeah, they've been moved around a little bit. So hopefully after the Olympics, we can negotiate with my team to let me come back after the Olympics and get married down in Mexico. And hopefully all this Corona stuff has calmed down a bit. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm really happy with her, and yeah, we're excited.
Well, we're excited for you, Alex. You've gone on to such great things, both personally and professionally. We at the Mountain West are very proud that you are one of our own, and we wish you continued success here in the future.
Yes. Thank you guys very much, and I'm proud to be an alumni of the Mountain West.
We're proud of you. That's Alex Kirk, former New Mexico Lobo and all Mountain West basketball player. This conversation has been brought to you by Mountain America Credit Union, the official credit union of the Mountain West. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.